वाहिगुरू।
When you're shooting our clubs, how are you using the arrows?
ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਜਿਕ ਜਾਦੂ ਕਰਕੇ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਘਰੋਂ ਖੰਭ ਲਾਇਆ they will hit on target we're going to win this
No, that's not me.
What the fire shooters get your bows, lovely, none of them sing, what you sing. You get your bows,
less than 1. जैकेट डाला हमने पता keep your bow like this or like remember dia tu kan dia tak sing dia dia tu the keep like
Kohinoor Singh, third person. Alright, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ on stage 2, Charnveer Singh, Hargun Kaur and Sukraj Singh. You guys will be the next. Sukraj Singh, Hargun Kaur and Charnveer Singh.
Okay, so the other thing we forgot to mention, everyone gets 3 arrows to practice before you do the competition itself, just to help you calibrate the range. So you've got 3 arrows each to practice. So you go ahead and practice now. Yeah, everyone please keep your bows careful, straight, horizontal, vertical, so that you're not taking each other's eyes out. So try and keep this open your leg, straight every time you're stringing the bow.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So welcome to the Sikh Archery tournament, and it's just started. So right now the young Singhs are practicing. I think this is the first, isn't it, Mandeep Singh?
Yeah, this will be the first round. The age groups will be 10.
No, is it the first time where we're doing a competition like this?
This is the very first competition that we're doing. National Sikh Archery competition.
Yeah, national.
We're hoping to hold it every year, and yeah, so this will be the very first.
So I think I believe we've got teams come from Coventry,
Yes.
Derby,
Yes.
Wells.
Coventry, Derby, and then we've got 2 from Leicester.
Okay, so we've got two separate teams in Leicester.
Yes, 2 separate teams in Leicester. We're blessed.
That's going to be interesting.
Good fun.
That's going to be interesting. Okay, so the commentary team, we've got a special guest with us today, all the way from where? And we've got Gurbeer Singh. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So, any experience in archery? Koi bhi?
Really? No, yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah, but the fake ones.
Fake
The real
ones.
I think it's a bit different.
Okay.
It's nice to see.
Yeah. So we've got the young Singh starting first. We've got Lovepreet Kaur, Kanwarveer Singh, and Kohinoor Singh. The experience they've got is 6 months.
Yeah.
They've been shooting for 6 months. So right now they're just practicing, aren't they? They're still practice shots, aren't they?
So we get before we shoot, before any participant shoots, they'll get 3 arrows because we've got teams from different areas of the country. The range is different. Everyone's range is set up differently. Although the distances are the same, they'll be able to just get an understanding of the range by shooting 3 arrows first.
So I've got a question in mind now. Even though the range is the same, why would they need practice shots?
It can be different. That's a very good question. It could be the lighting. It could be the
fair enough.
equipment.
Yeah.
Because some of the budget, as they're starting, like we said, they're only 6 months
Yeah.
in. They haven't invested in the equipment yet. So they'll be using different bows, like the setup that we have at the Leicester Akara.
Yeah.
Mask. The amount of bows we have
Fair
are
enough.
limited.
Yeah.
So ਇੱਕ ਬੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ 14 pound ਦਾ, ਇੱਕ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ 16 pound ਦਾ. So when we got bows at that age, we've only got one of each.
Okay.
So now one of them, I believe it's Kohinoor Singh, is going to have to shoot a heavier poundage bow.
Right.
Anji. So ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ this practice allows them to do that.
Right.
So I think we're starting off with the competition now.
Oh, starting off now?
Yes.
So in lane 3 we have Kohinoor Singh.
Yes, lane 3 we have Kohinoor Singh. I think we've dropped out one just because of the thing that I spoke about with the bows and the poundage not being...
Oh, so Kanwarveer Singh, he's not in it?
No, I don't believe so.
And then we've got Lovepreet Kaur in lane 1.
Lane 1, yes.
So Lovepreet Kaur just hit the yellow area.
Yes.
What's the points in the yellow area?
So you've got, in the yellow you've got a 9 score and you've got a 10 score.
Okay.
And for this competition, although it's not a standard, we're using the very inner circle of the 10 as 11.
Okay.
And that allows us to differentiate if people are getting the same score. You know, if it turn up in a tie,
That's
if
right.
someone does hit the 11 score, then that will give them the advantage. And
Right.
it just becomes a little bit easier that way.
To accumulate the points, they get 3 shots each. Is that right?
No, they'll have 6 in total. So
Oh,
one
6 shots
end
each.
is 6 arrows,
Right.
and they'll have 2 ends, so 12 arrows in total.
So Mandeep Singh, you're not joining in?
We'll have a little competition at the end.
The teachers, all the
With
stars.
all the stars, yeah.
All the stars are going to be at the end.
Yes, yeah.
That's going to be something nice to watch. Yeah.
Hopefully, none of us have been able to practice
Oh,
because
okay.
we've been investing in the budget.
Right.
But
Yeah.
hopefully, Maharaj good. But we're going to be shooting at 18. These the 10 to 15-year-olds are shooting at 10 meters.
Okay. So right now they're shooting from 10 meters,
Yes,
and then the older lot, 16 plus, are going to shoot from,
15 meters.
and then the stars are going to do it from 18 meters.
Stars will be off camera.
Off camera. Oh.
They'll be shooting at 18
So
meters.
sorry to all those that are watching. You're not going to be able to see that one.
Yeah, if you want to see that, you're going to have to come down.
You're going to have to come down, which is we're at GTB Gurdwara, Guru Tegh Bahadur Gurdwara in Leicester, where the competition is underway. Very exciting to see young children all excited about this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a really good turnout today. We are looking to, I mean, the idea of this competition, especially Sikh Tor, is that we get more kids involved in archery.
Wow.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, we've only got, we put this competition out everywhere, so
Yeah.
it's a national competition, but we only found out there's only 4 Kare that do archery. There is one in London,
Okay.
but they couldn't make it.
Right.
So we want to promote all the Guru Kars and Sikhs to
Yeah.
get into archery, as we know. And you'll speak a little bit about that, about Tantan Guru Gobind Singh Ji
Yeah.
being Master Bow.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Saab Dinal Kanji.
Gurpreet Singh, do you think this is something you can see young kids doing it in the Netherlands?
100%. I think this is the way to connect the youth as well. No?
Yeah.
I think that's what we are missing on a bit. If you look around with other communities and other people, and they are quite ahead of us in that sense.
Yeah.
And there should be more competitions, because that's as well with Sikh, you know, from a Sikh aspect. This is Sikh.
Yeah.
You know, preparing yourself and
Yeah.
archery and everything that comes along. So
Yeah.
definitely.
From the little knowledge I do have, it's not just about picking up a bow and shooting an arrow. There's so much more behind it, isn't it?
Anji.
Anna?
Bilkul ji.
So with the way, there's a lot of discipline behind it as well.
Bilkul ji.
Anna? It's just not just pick it up and start shooting.
No.
You know, that you see in movies or not.
Anji.
Anna? But it's part of Sikh Itihas, like
Yeah.
how deep it's in is I don't think we appreciate it enough. And we don't realize how important it actually is.
Yes.
Anna?
The amount of abhyas and the practice that you have to do, you know, to even shoot at these guys. They've been shooting for 6 months, and as you can see, their scores are very good. If you look at lane 3,
Yeah.
they've got 2 10s,
Yeah.
and you know, a few of them in the red, 3 of them in the red.
But in lane 3 we have,
It will be Kohinoor Singh, I believe.
yes, Kohinoor Singh. He's grouping them all together, isn't he?
Yes. So that's down to when you're talking about grouping, and you know, it's not just about picking up a bow. When you get a tighter group, what that means is that you've got consistency in your form.
Yeah.
So did that
Yeah. Yeah.
and then we're going to hold the bow in a specific way.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not
All,
gonna-
all the judges going forward now, right? The judges are going forward to
Yeah. So now the judges are counting up the scores. I hope it is Kohinoor Singh on lane 3.
the stars, the stars of teachers and 5 leading medalists if they want.
Yeah, they're just adding up at the moment, and then we've got 2 people helping admin team.
Oh, the scores are coming in as we're waiting for them. So Lovepreet Kaur's got 47 and Kohinoor Singh has got 85. That's in round 1.
Yes.
We've also got which arrow, so arrow 1, arrow 2, what points they got as well.
That's brilliant. Yeah, so they've shot all 12 arrows
That's
now.
brilliant, that is. That's a look. Look at how old is Kohinoor Singh. So we have a quick look. We can have a look in it to see. So he's he's in the 10 to 15, but how old is he actually?
We'll have to go into the...
Yeah, they're getting updated still as the scores are coming in.
He's
I
age
think
11.
has been updated now.
He's age 11.
So he's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. 85, not bad.
Yeah, brilliant.
And Lovepreet Kaur?
Lovepreet Kaur is... She's aged 14.
That's amazing. That is
Brilliant. And they've only been shooting for 6 months.
6 months.
There's good few scores, a few 11s from both shooters. Sorry, a few 10s from both shooters. Lovepreet Kaur had about 4 arrows in the gold. So yeah, good shooting overall.
It's really nice to see these young Singhs doing it. So now we have Jarnveer Singh, Hargun Kaur and Sukhraj Singh, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
So we've got
shooters.
Jarnveer Singh in lane 1,
Yeah.
Hargun Kaur in lane... Oh no, is it? We've
We're
got
gonna have to see.
Sukhraj Singh in lane 2. So they're just doing their practice shots right now.
Yes.
As we... While they get their practice shots in, so I did a little bit of research last night. Gurpreet Singh, Mandeep Singh. I did a little bit of research last night. I was coming up with like quotes, archery quotes, and some of them really interesting to have a good discussion about them. I'm going to start with the first one, yeah? And Mandeep Singh probably might be able to relate more to this one because he actually does it. So me and Gurpreet Singh here are just for looks. We're just here to make it look nice here. Yeah.
I think it's more than that. I think you're really good commentators, as we've seen.
But this quote is from a Spanish proverb. The archer that shoots badly has a lie ready. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, I think that's very common, है ना? It's, you know, even though we're indoors, हवा बहुत सी है ना?
Okay. Even though you're indoors, the wind caught it.
Yeah, आँख महंगी सी, सूरज महंगा सी आँख. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those. It's like every bad what's that saying? That every bad shooter will blame their equipment, है ना?
Yeah.
So whatever lies you can say, आप तो पहले ही कर देंगे, है ना?
Yeah.
You say the lie पहले, सूरज बहुत निकले.
Yeah.
It's that you see.
Yeah, and me and Gurpreet Singh were talking earlier about this. How we can sometimes apply this in Sikhi as well, right? In our, like, you know, Jivan. If we wake up late, if we miss Amrit Vela, we'll have a lie ready.
Yes, so true.
What's the common lie tends to be what? I didn't hear the alarm, or you know, I didn't put it on last night, or what bahane have you used?
So many, I can't remember them at this point. Too many bahanes.
The common one is Maharaj didn't want to wake up today.
Yeah, Maharaj didn't wake me up. Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting though. It's very interesting to know to how the quote says that they've already got a lie ready. So it's almost like you're coming in with that mindset that, okay, if I do shoot badly, I'll have a lie, I'll have something ready. Yeah,
that's fun.
I'm going to move on to the next quote, and this is from The Traitor's Blade, and I believe this is a magazine. The archer is the true weapon. The bow is just a long piece of wood. What do you make of that?
That's so true. I would say even from a Sikh perspective, we use so many different kind of shastras.
Yeah.
But the real power behind the shastras is our nityanim, the bani.
Yeah.
If you have the bani, we have seen it in our history as well. We can use any weapons if needed. So it's true, 100%. We are the weapons. It's not even about the shastras.
Yeah.
At a point. If you don't have the bani, the same shastra can be held by another person and have a different effect.
Yeah. If you don't have the bani or the abhyas, the practice behind it, it's all about abhyas.
Abhyas, yeah, absolutely. Bani that gives you focus.
Yeah.
It allows us to concentrate on going to get their meditation.
Yeah.
So meditation, being able to sit in that samadhi and being able to read Bani, and that relates to archery as well. The amount of abhyas you have to do to calm your mind, jija karniya the march, and we can relate that back to
Abhyas,
which is the age and the damag, and that's same with archery. You have to concentrate on your form. Where how am I standing? How's my alignment? Okay, and then uttoba, then you have to forget everything.
So someone that shoots like on a regular basis, like shoots on a regular basis or does this for every time you stand there, are you actually consciously thinking about how you're standing, how your arm is, or does it naturally happen?
So it depends on what you're shooting. On something like this, you would pay attention to every single piece. So when I come up to the line, the shooting line, I will look at my feet, below my feet, then my shoulders, my alignment.
Right.
Then there's a very good thing called a spring slap, and once you get it, and most archers will know this, it's the worst thing ever.
Okay.
So it's when you're holding your arm. I don't know if we're on camera. We're not on camera right now.
Well, we are. Yeah, on this camera. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So once we, if your arm's not in the right position, the string will come. Once you release the string, it will come and slap you on the forearm.
Okay.
And it hurts.
Leaving Shan there. Yeah.
And it will be there for 3 days to remind you.
Okay. That's why I've noticed some of the archers have got that protection on them.
The arm guard, So, so those kind of things, we concentrate on those things first.
Yeah.
Get our safe over our alignment, and then we can then forget everything and then just concentrate on the target. That's when that meditation element comes in place. Yeah,
so that's very interesting that the abhyas behind it. It's not just pick up a bow, pick up an arrow and start shooting. It's all the mint that's going in behind. So
although
we've
if you say that, you say that, but one of the main Archery leaders, the club secretary here, spent £700 on a bow, which he'll be shooting today.
Okay.
So it's not just a stick.
Okay. So we'll see how that performs then.
Yeah.
So the scores have come in for Jadri Singh, Hargun Kaur, Sukhraj Singh, as they're still doing it right now, right?
Yeah, so they're on their second end, so they're on their next 6 arrows.
Okay.
As you can see in lane 1, they've got 1, possibly 11. A 10 or 11 score there. The judges will confirm that.
So lane 2 is Sukhraj Singh,
Yeah.
and again Sukhraj Singh's all grouping into one area as well.
Yeah.
So his form is consistent, isn't it?
Lane 2 slightly a
And
bit
all,
left.
even though that aim is to get it into the yellow to get more points, what change could Sukhraj Singh make right now? So they start going that way because, or that last one he did.
So there's many things that could be changed in that form. One is his stance and the alignment of his shoulders. He's walked away now, otherwise I could have been commentary. That might not be fair on him. But yeah, so one is the alignment of his shoulders, and the second is string release. Sometimes as you're pulling the bow back,
Yeah.
you can twist the string, and that
Okay.
will make it fly in one direction.
Okay. See, look, I wouldn't even think of that it twists the back.
Yes,
Yeah.
So you can twist the string.
So you need to keep that straight as possible when you're shooting it. Yeah.
So it could be a few things. Again, I'm not. I've got the club secretary, as you can probably see, walking up to the one on lane 3.
Yeah.
Mandeep Singh.
Yeah.
He's
He's on with the £700. Yeah, £700 bow.
You didn't hear that from me.
Right, Guruji, the next round, this is going to be the last round of the 10 to 15 years. Keep saying, Biramkar.
Yeah, so we've got Kirat Singh and Biramkar.
And Prabhu Singh. So Prabhu Singh late at 3 years to go to 2 years experience.
So we've got Kirat Singh who's got 1.5 years practice and Biramkar who's got 2 years practice.
Acha.
So seeing them stats, would it not, logic would state that Biramkar is better than Kirat Singh?
Sorry, I didn't hear
Would logic not state that Biramkar is better than Kirat Singh because she's got more practice?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. It's about Abhyas. No?
Yeah.
Have they been coming regularly for 2 years?
Yeah,
Or 1.5 years?
So it could be 2 years on and off, on and off.
I don't know.
Or it could be 1.5 years every day.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. Also, how much are they investing in it when they go home?
Yeah.
You know, we get these rubber bands that we can use
Yeah. Oh, okay.
to practice our
Pulling it.
pulling the actual
Okay.
string,
Okay.
and then our form. So it also depends on how much
We
investment.
need to get Gurbeer Singh doing them after.
I would definitely try.
Because you said you've only done toy ones.
Yeah, I have to try once. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have got a third player. Who's it?
Oh yeah, so one turned up late,
Oh, is he? Okay.
but he's going to be entered Prabhjit Singh.
Yep, he's there as well. He's also got 2 years practice.
Yes,
Just a young Singh, isn't he? How old is he?
he is.
Very good. So they're just getting practice shots in.
Quickly, if you get same score, you get 81, another person get 81, then you're gonna judges decide they're gonna look at whoever got the highest. Say one of you got 11, another person got 10. That 11 is automatically gonna win. If you both get 11, then you're gonna go into 7 deaths. So trying to go for 11 is all we done.
So Prabhjit Singh is 12 years old.
He's 12 years old. He started when he was 10 then. Yes. Yeah, he started practicing when he was 10.
Need 6.
Six. Has he got 6 ones? Yeah, there's 3 there. Has he got another one?
So while the judges are...
6 times, yeah, he's got 3. Then he's 6, how many is a shot? Yeah.
Budget in my one.
Yeah. Let have one more. You've got 3 to practice.
So they're still practicing right now.
Aren't you?
Yeah, they're still practicing right now.
Yes.
What did the judges go and look at?
So they go and look at where the arrows landed. So if you can see on lane 3, the arrow between the lowest arrow that we can see on the board, that's between a blue and a red.
Okay.
So now that I don't know how the judges are doing it. I believe they're going up. So if it falls on the line between the blue and the red, which is, I believe it's a 7 and a 6. So
They'll
a 6,
class it as a 7.
yeah, they'll class it as the highest score, a 7, as long as it breaks the line.
Yeah.
So that's something also the judges need to concentrate on whilst they're marking.
Right.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ quick ਬੇਨਤੀ from the judges ਬਈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਨੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੱਲੇ ਨਾ ਸਿੱਟਿਓ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਈ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਨਾ
So
ਸਿੱਟੀ ਜਾਏ
before they actually start it now, the round off, I think we should discuss another quote here. Yeah, because I've been looking forward to discussing these quotes, yeah. This is a quote, so don't think of what you have to do, don't consider how to carry it out. The shot will only go smoothly when it takes the archer himself by surprise.
That's interesting. Where did you get that one from?
So I don't want to get the name Eugene Herrigal.
also ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ the
So if we were to Google him, I'm assuming he's an archer, right?
So if it takes you by surprise,
So what because we were just talking about Abhyas here, right? What can take you by surprise?
so it can be many things. So like I was mentioning before, you know, you concentrate on form, you pay pura down on your form, but then you forget everything and you release the arrow. You just focus on the target and release the arrow. I think possibly that's what he means. I wouldn't like to make a judgment on what he's saying.
Yeah.
I think that's what he might mean, because when you forget everything,
Yeah, in that moment of when you're there, in that moment, just zoning out everything.
yeah.
That feeling must be amazing.
And that feeling, you'll know when it goes, when the arrow, before it hits the target, your arrow in flight, you'll know that it's the right arrow, you know that it's a good arrow.
You know, okay.
I don't know how, but it just feels right when you release
It's the connection, isn't it? Yeah, it's the connection that you have with the shastra, with the weapon. I know. So even when it's mid-flight. So who's on lane 2 again? Let's just recap that. We've got Biram God on lane 2. Her grouping is amazing, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Her form, her consistency is on point, isn't it?
Yeah, you might not be able to tell by this camera angle, but they're very, the up to down, the sort of vertical, they're all vertical arrows. There's not a lot of horizontal, so they're not going side to side.
Okay.
They're going up and down.
And then we've got Pravjit Singh, whose the consistency is a bit off,
Yes,
I would say, right?
yes.
It's like all over.
It might be nerves.
And it might be like experimental, or
It might be, I don't know how long it's shot for.
it says 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. So what I said earlier,
I think that might be Keeded.
so Kirat Singh,
I
is
think
that Kirat Singh?
It might be
Kirat Singh was lane 1?
potentially. I'm not quite sure. We'll see when the scores come in. But yeah, that can be nerves as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much going on here. We've got so much song good
Yeah.
that sometimes you just.
And he's still a
not
young lad.
focused.
He's still a young singer. Isn't
Yeah.
he?
I believe that
well
might
done
be-
for him too. Well done for joining. It's amazing seeing that.
Yeah, I believe that's the Coventry.
So the judge. Oh, is it okay? So the judges and the admin team are updating it as we go. So Akara, no, Shidi Bunga Akara. Prabhjit Singh is.
Oh no, I think it's the how did we say that? Gideon. I think it's Gideon, and I believe that he is from Khalsa Archers Akara, which is in Coventry.
Right.
They're also great. Their teacher is Olympic. She teaches Olympic style.
wow.
Or has learned Olympic style.
Okay.
And is a qualified instructor.
So as someone who's obviously a keen archer yourself, you got a chance to go in here ever?
Yes, yeah.
Have you been to Hazur Sahib?
It's also something, yeah.
You've been to Hazur Sahib? Gurpreet Singh, you've been to Hazur Sahib?
Unfortunately, no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
If you go to Hazur Sahib, you get darshan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's bow. Have you had darshan of it?
Haji.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
What do you make of that bow? This is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's bow.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ
Yeah.
ਰੀਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ
Yeah.
But that bow, just to pick it up. But you can see these are, lakdi daya, the riser, which is the centre part.
Yeah.
Lakdi daya. That was such a heavy bow. It was that thick, the actual frame of it, and it goes all the way through to the limbs.
So it's that thick all the way through.
It's amazing.
So what would to pull that back, the amount of strength would be needed. Only Guru Sahib could have done that.
I can't remember exactly how much poundage it was, but I believe it was near to 80 pounds. The bows that
वाहिगुरु जी एक तो बाद बड़े का competition होगा. We'll have 5 comments hard and उस्तादा ने to check everything is okay. दूसरा, if you can't see from here, there's a live link YouTube there if you wanna किसी ने चाहिए होगा तो सेवादार का पूछ ले. So she's the Bunga there, so the Bunga UK YouTube, there's a live what's the school there. Yes, to make that picture.
Anji, so the budget issued those, I think they're anything between 12 to 16 pounds.
12 to 16 pound draw.
So when we say pounds, what we mean is the whole bar chuckana, if we can pick a weight up from the floor, how much jaw it takes to pick that up.
Yeah.
We've got to bag 15 kg.
Yeah.
So if you put that bag from the floor, that's what we need to do, well, obviously in pounds, the conversion rate.
No?
But to pull it back, that's how much jaw it would take to pull it back.
Yeah.
And
so this is how much again?
This is 12, anything between 12 to 14 pounds.
12 to 14.
Or 12 to 16 pounds, sorry.
Okay. I just heard one of the arrows make a noise, whereas the other ones didn't.
Yes.
And the arrow looked like it wasn't going straight.
Yes.
What was that about?
You put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
I think it could be a few things. So at the front of the arrow, you get a tip.
Yeah.
If the tip's loose at the front, screw and tip.
Okay, that
If
would
it's
send
loose,
it.
then it's wobbling as it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So the
It could
judges.
also be that the arrows aren't paired up correctly with the bow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll speak about that. But let's just see what the judges are doing.
The judges and the admin team have gone to the targets to.
Scores are coming in. The scores have been done. So the judges are deciding on lead 1 where it
I feel
was
like joining
fit.
in now. I feel like I should have done that. I feel like I shouldn't have been a commentator. But I ain't gonna be asked. I've not practiced. So
You can have a go at 18 metres with
With the stars.
Yeah, the cameras will be off, don't worry.
the thing is, last time I did that, I think I showed them all up. I didn't want to show them up too much.
Look at the Irish, but you're not Irish.
You don't get caught by surprise. Brilliant. Look at the scores they've got. Brilliant. Piram Kaur got 98. Prabjit Singh 98 as well. Look at that. Geert Singh's got 71.
Yeah, few great arrows from Piram Kaur. She's got a few 10s, lots of 9s. Yeah, and a few 7s, so yeah, very good shooter. Piram Kaur again from Khalsa Archers, Coventry.
So, okay, that's the 10 to 15 then. That's them done.
Yes.
So now they're moving on to the older kids. Right? So the 16 plus. And we've got 21 participants in this one.
Yeah.
From all over. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Because we've got participants from who's got experience from 6 months all the way to 3 years plus.
Yeah.
So it will be very interesting to see. Yeah, I'm excited about this one actually.
Yes.
Let's see how well they do in it.
We'll
So
see.
the judges right now are just taking changing the targets for another round for the 16 plus. While they do that, I think we should move on to another quote and discuss the next quote. So this quote from Archery Insiders is another magazine. Forget the last arrow, only the next one counts. Is that suggesting that, because from Archery point of view, when you've seen what is the target is hit, you've seen it,
got
If these three people can get their bows, arrows ready, 15 meters.
Legend Singh's making an announcement.
बाकी न्याय भी अच्छे हो जाओ.
Yeah, they're calling up the
Target छोटा कर दिया गया है.
they're calling up the next set of archers.
Yeah.
And as you might be able to see, they're changing the, as you can see on lane 1, the target's a lot bigger. And so
That's right.
now they've become smaller and,
And
going
further away. So it's getting more difficult now,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
It's becoming real now.
Yeah,
Game changer now, isn't it?
yes.
So, yeah.
Sorry, what was that quote?
Forget the last arrow.
Yeah.
Only the next one counts. When you release an arrow, it hits your target, and say it's off. Say it's not hit where you wanted it to hit. To forget about that one and move on to the next arrow.
Yes.
Is that how? You forget that one.
Because as you just mentioned, Bellana, that there's a lot of things that you have to think of when you come to shooting, like your form, then forgetting everything, and then you release the arrow. Once the arrow hits, you'll get a rough idea of where it's hit.
Yeah.
And that will have psychological sort of consequences. If it's not hit correctly, then you'll be like, I don't know, make it go on, right? Obviously it's a competition, so there's stress involved as well. Or a little bit of stress. Nerves as well. So all of that, you have to forget all of that and then shoot again. And try and forget everything like you're starting from scratch, so the last arrow doesn't matter.
That's amazing, you know, and that's where again practice comes into play, right? The more you do it, the better you'll get at doing that, right? As a driving instructor, so my profession as a driving instructor, teaching young or old people how to drive, when they make a mistake while driving, they dwell on that mistake and they end up making loads of other mistakes after that.
Absolutely.
Is that the same thing?
Exactly.
So what I try to get into head is just forget about that and just focus on the next thing.
Yeah.
So in a similar way, right?
Yeah, it's the arrow that's on your bow that counts.
Yeah.
Not the one that's left.
Yeah. Can we apply this to Sikhi then? How can we apply this to Sikhi?
100%. I think I personally have struggled with it as well. As in sometimes Sikhi wise, it just doesn't work out with maybe Amrit Vedas, nicknames.
Say you miss one Amrit Vela. Do you think it's important to like Jolo, ask for Mafi, forget about it, and then just focus on the next one?
I think it is, because there's no point on dwelling upon that you have missed Amrit Vela.
Yeah.
And I feel like even when we talk about Maharaj has so much there. Maharaj is the definition of compassion.
Yeah.
So they would want us to dwell upon they would like us to move on and be like, okay. I think that's what makes us like a Sikh, that we never give up, we keep on going forward. And I think that's the mindset that we should have as Sikhs as well.
Yeah. And would you agree that, you know, having that sort of mentality that, Jolo, contemplate on it. I'm not saying don't learn from it either, right? Because that's a little bit wrong as well. If we missed Amrit Vela, I missed it. Jinnah nu Amrit Vela de naal pyar hai, unhanu pata hai if we miss Amrit Vela to do feel bad. But at the same time, it is important that you contemplate on it and then move on. So think about the next Amrit Vela, think about the next morning. It's important not to dwell on it. To have that sort of mentality, would you not agree that it takes a lot of weight off your shoulders?
It does. It makes life.
Stress,
I think that's the root cause of anxiety and everything that's going on at this moment. That we just can't let go of things.
Yeah.
So there is a balance, as in you can't be, I think, too bepravana. Even with Sikhi, Amrit Vela miss ho gaya, chalo koi na. Guru Sahib is on the dewa, koi gadi, unhe sara maaf kar dena na. Next Amrit Vela koi nahi. So there needs to be a healthy balance there.
Yeah.
But definitely.
For sure. So we've got the 16 plus. We've got Harpreet Singh, Manpreet Singh, and Anmol Singh, who are doing their practice shots right now. But they've gone further back. Yeah, they've gone further back, and the targets have gone smaller as well. So straight away, I can see that the practice shots as well. The arrows are going all over the place. In lane 3, I believe, is Maulik Singh as well. Is all consistency as grouping is to one side, but way off.
Yeah.
And then on lane 2, we had Manpreet Singh, that arrow right at the top. I think he missed the target and gone into the wood. Once it goes into the wood, it gets a little bit hard to take back out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then the tip can break. So I believe he's using a special tool to take it out now.
Did you saw that?
I saw that. Lucky it was on the camera, guys. You just missed it. As he tried to take the arrow out, he just hit himself in the head. And now the judge is seeing if the arrow was straight as well. Yeah, Bajari judges have to do so much.
100%. But you can tell it's become way harder.
It's become harder. Yeah. Straight away. So they've had their practice shots in. You can see that we've got a better view of them. This pillar's not in the way. A little bit. Yeah. So
Based on the practice shots, who would you say has the most chance to make
I've seen Harpreet Singh in the past. He's from Leicester. And
Small buys.
one time when we first did just an in-house Akhada within the Shidi Bunga Akhada in Leicester, we had a little competition. This is the first time he just turned up with his brother, who's I believe he's next in line. He's going to be doing it later on now. Just came and just started smashing them. Yeah. So there we're getting again lane 2 Manpreet Singh. His are a little off, but it becomes so much more harder. When the judges do it, it's going to be really difficult. From here, it looks hard.
Yeah.
The kids were making it look easy, right?
They did.
If you look at the form on all three.
Yeah.
And they seem a little disappointed with themselves. Lane 3, we've got Maulik Singh. And that last shot I can see on his face, I was a little bit disappointed with that one. But right now, it looks like to get any points, Harpreet Singh's getting the points. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Now he's hit yellow. Now Maulik Singh there.
I think these are the moments where you apply those quotes.
Yeah. Forget about the last one. Move on to the next. And look at
Exactly.
that. Now he's changed. He's changed it, and now he's hitting more in the yellow, which is all the 10. Now he's grouping them together well. So the first ones were a bit rogue, they were off. And again, now the judges have gone. The judges at the admin team have gone forward to go and see what the scores are. And while they do that, let's discuss the next quote and see. So, a good archer is known not by his arrows, but by his aim. We could say it's the same as similar to the archer is the true weapon. The bow is just a long piece of wood. So here, a good archer is known not by his arrows but by his aim. Because earlier, when as they were all setting up and they had all their equipment out, I saw some of the arrows, and they were different from other people. And Mandeep Singh was explaining to me that it's made out of carbon fibre. Straight away I thought, this arrow's wicked, sharp tip. Whoever shoots these will be able to do it. They'll be hitting on target. So Mandeep Singh joining us again. we're discussing the next quote and seeing how harder it is now as well.
Yes.
That has gone further back and the targets are less small as well.
Yeah.
Yes, just before they quickly start, we're discussing this quote that a good archer is known not by his arrows but by his aim.
It depends. Bandhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was known by their arrows because he used to have a bulk of sona on them.
Yeah?
कि यदि भी लग गए,
Yeah.
either if जो चढ़ाई कर गए, then the family can use that gold.
Yeah. That's the dare that Maharaj had. Even though they're in the battlefield doing all that. And like Mandeep Singh saying that if an arrow hits someone, they could either use the first aid or for the funeral costs by selling that gold, right?
Yeah. It's not strictly true. पता नहीं कितने लिखे गोरा ही होना
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with that, there's a story, Sakhi, that comes behind when Anandpur Sahib was surrounded. Anandpur Sahib gets surrounded, and the Mughals have their camp set up. While they have the camp set up, because it was months, right? They're surrounded Anandpur Sahib for months and months. At that point, then an arrow comes flying from nowhere, while the Mughals, Wazir Khan, everyone is sitting on their manja playing chess. As they're playing chess, arrow comes and hits one of the legs, and they all get scared, thinking assassination attempt. And they all run initially, try and cover Wazir Khan. Then they get the arrow out, and then straight away, like you said, it's from the arrow they go, this is Guru Gobind Singh Ji's arrow, so he's nearby. And then as they're having a discussion, another one comes. Yeah, the Sakhi is amazing, isn't it? And it comes and hits the other leg. And on that, there's a little note saying, this is practice, years of practice. We could easily kill you, innit?
Gangster is that?
Yeah, that's proper. But and I believe it was from 2 to 2.5 miles away.
Yeah.
At that point when they had their camp set up.
Yes.
Now, how many meters is this?
This is
18 meters will be the furthest today.
Yes. This is the over 16s are shooting at 15 meters today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 miles, just to like kind of imagine 2 miles.
Yeah. You
You
wouldn't
wouldn't be able to even see.
You wouldn't be able to get close to that range with these kind of bows. I think the highest poundage someone's using is 25 bows on the over 16s.
Okay.
Like we spoke about, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
So only those kind of bows, those heavy bows. Even today, long bows, they're about 70 pounds. English long bows,
Right.
they're about 70 pounds.
And do you know what the range on them are at all?
That'd be a good question. Don't want to hesitate to guess.
Okay.
If we had a fact checker, we could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know the range, but it is quite far because obviously that used to be used in warfare, no?
Yeah.
And the arrows used to be a lot thicker.
Yeah.
I think with the
And
so with Maharaj's bow, like I said, it's so heavy. But it used to go to through 3 or 4 enemies.
soldiers, yeah. You
easy.
ripped through them. Because you just get a good understanding of an arrow going through a body. You just get stuck in the body, but just ripping through a body.
Yeah, it's just ripping through.
3, 4, 5 arrows. Yeah. So we just the longbow, the medieval weapon that you said.
Yeah.
The English
This is going to be the last round that we're going to take break.
450 to 1,000 feet.
Yeah. So
If you may not be
Wow.
300 meters is the furthest that they can go. It's not
That's that Sakhi that you shared. It mattered like it's around like 2 miles. Like you can't even see 2
So
miles.
Falvinder Singh won.
So Maharaj shooting from that far is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this is where the Barney comes in.
Yeah.
The moral of that story is
Yeah.
do your Barney, Maharaj has already taught us.
Yeah. Now that we were talking about Sakhi and talking about arrows, Guru Maharaj got gold on them. Yeah, I think we always hear that it was for first aid and funeral costs. But more recently I heard in Gatha that one of the other reasons for having gold on there and was to show their Gursikhs, to show the Sikh that this sort of stuff isn't valuable for us. So what? And the reason why they're putting it on an arrow and they're letting them go is kind of showing literally that if it goes, it goes. Not to be attached to it. Yeah. So don't be attached to it. Yeah, we're gathering and Maharaj is letting it go.
2.5 miles.
Yeah. So what? It's in gold, isn't it? Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah. I mean, so have the scores come in for that.
Sorry, there was a. I had to
Next
leave
one is Gurmeet Singh.
just to give a bit of a. On the app, we're using the app to go through all the scores.
Yep.
So
Harpreet Singh, Manpreet Singh. Manpreet Singh still come through? They've been disqualified?
possibly, yeah. I don't think his scores were high enough that he didn't want to register them.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So Harpreet Singh 62 and then Molk Singh 62 as well.
Yes.
And Molk Singh started off a little bit weak.
right.
You could tell, but then he must have changed something and then started getting him on target.
That's right.
But we got 62.
And this is normally indoor archery is shot at 18 metres, but because this competition is the first one, and a lot of the members and the children are taking part would normally not shoot at this distance. It's something for them to understand as well.
So yeah, we've got Abhay Singh, Simran Kaur and Gurmeel Singh. So Abhay Singh 6 months, Simran Kaur's 1 year experience, and Gurmeel Singh's got 1 year experience.
So if I can
And guys, we look Gurmeel Singh stepping on lane 3. Never judge a book by its cover. When I saw them, I thought, wow, we've got little kids, and we've got Siani as well.
Yes, Bilkul. I think their age, I think it's 60. Let's have a look.
Look at that.
That was a nice shot.
But you know, age isn't a thing in Sikh, is it?
Definitely not.
Anji Gurmeel Singh is 64 years old. I hope they don't mind me mentioning that on.
Yeah, hopefully they won't mind. Yeah.
How close it is.
Yeah.
Well, all 3 of them, those as well.
So you can see on lane 2 the grouping that they've got.
Yeah.
Although it's not in the centre, you can see that they're consistent in their form.
Yeah.
And the arrows are almost touching.
So these were the practice shots.
These are the practice shots, yes.
And then after this round, while they take the arrows out, let's discuss the next quote. This one's interesting. It probably ties in with like practice, abhyas, discipline. But archery is like a journey. It begins with a love for shooting a bow and a passion for watching our arrows fly. So someone who actually does it on a regular basis, or someone who does it, you know, with a passion, when they see the arrow flying, how does it make you feel?
If I give my experience, the first time I picked up a bow is because I watched Rambo.
Oh yeah.
And obviously Guru Maharaj, the stories I used to hear growing up, that was the first time I picked up a bow. And it was, the first bow I've ever picked up was a tree stump that I put a dart on.
Okay, so you made yourself a member. Yeah.
And that's where the love for it came. You know?
Yeah.
And
I remember making one as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember making out of like this flexible little stick thing and putting an elastic band on it. There's a really, I managed to find a really long elastic band. I put that on and turned it into.
Yeah. Absolutely, and then getting that long, straight piece of wood and chopping the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even as a kid, I think especially for boys, it's bow and arrows are like cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you always have these toys, bow and arrow toys as well. Yeah.
So that's the first time I picked up a bow, and and then just self-taught really. Never took a single lesson until we started the Archery.
Yeah.
And then we started looking at more at technique, especially with Mandeep Singh, who's an engineer by trade. He needs to know everything, why it works, how it works.
Yeah.
That's what we learned. Lots of different techniques like gap shooting, string walking, and instinct. So they're the 3 major types of aiming techniques, if you like. Aiming techniques.
So what was the first one?
So gap shooting.
Gap shooting. What's that? What's that mean?
So gap shooting is where you aim lower than where you want to hit it. So that obviously the centre of the target, the bullseye, will be where you want to hit it.
Right.
The gap shooting is you aim lower than that. So if we look at the, as we can see on the screen that we've got the target in the middle, and we've got this foam, spongy black part of the target, and then we've got the luckily at the bottom. So you'd aim somewhere between the lower sort of end of the luckily.
And the reason for that?
It's the distance that you're at. It's the distance. As you go further back, you aim lower, and as you're closer, you aim lower, and it will go higher. When you release an arrow, it's got a tendency, it doesn't fly in a straight line most of the time. It normally arcs, and again, that depends on distance.
Right. Okay.
So I've never really understood gap shooting. I don't know why I'm giving an explanation of it, but that's what it is.
What's the type of aiming you do?
I learnt on instinct.
Okay.
Instinct.
And I think that was when I heard about instinct.
Yeah.
Okay, so my experience. When I picked up a bow and arrow here with the Singh and whatnot, and the first reaction mine was close one eye, start aiming. I like you usually do, right? I'm sure you probably might do that as well. You start doing that, and then Bhajendra Singh explained that's not how the Singhs did it.
No.
and then start explaining that, saying, because you wouldn't have enough time to do that, really, would you, in battle? And then it made sense then. Logically, it made sense. Why are you going to stop going like that with one eye closed or whatnot? Is literally look at your target and shoot toward your target. That's instant shooting.
It's like when you throw a ball, right? You're not looking at the ball, you're looking at the target. You throw the ball.
That's right.
So it's very much like that.
Yeah.
And then you sort of, the way I like to shoot instinct is you imagine the arrow flying through the air and hitting the target. Visually
imagining
so
it.
In your mind's eye kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, so instinct is where I'd learned.
Okay.
Then you got string walking. And now recently, since we've started the Akara Mask in Leicester, we learned string walking and how to do string walking. And that's a preferred method. So in gap shooting, you'd leave a gap at the target.
Yeah.
In string walking, you'd leave a gap on the string. So your hand would be lower down depending on what distance you're at. So you hold the string lower.
And that would make the difference.
But your point of aim would be in the centre of the target. And that would give you the same results as gap shooting.
Okay, interesting.
It's a preference. A lot of people here might be shooting gap.
Yeah.
Might be shooting instinct, and might be shooting string walking. I can tell you by looking at the archers. I think we've got lane 1. I believe they're shooting gap, and I believe lane 2, Simran Kaur. I believe she is shooting string walking, so she can see she's making adjustments on that string.
Yeah.
And holding it lower down.
Yeah.
And releasing the arrow. And lane 3, Gurmail Singh. I believe he's shooting instinct, because you can see he's holding.
Look, the way he's holding the arrow.
Yeah.
One finger on top, one finger on bottom.
Yes, yeah. That's the sort of the Desi style, if you like.
Yeah.
Eastern style.
Huh.
The European style.
Well, two fingers at the bottom, one finger on top.
Yes, yeah.
That's Desi style.
That's Desi style.
Oh, yeah.
Well, somewhat Mediterranean, somewhat not. But the European style is 3 fingers underneath the arrow.
Okay.
That's
European style.
European
What's our style?
Our style is Desi style. Our style is because
one finger on top.
One finger on top and one. But we used to do thumb release back in the day. So this is a Mediterranean style. Huh. We used to use horse bows. And horse bows are very smaller in size. There's actually one of the shooters who was shooting horse bow in the first round.
Right.
And they're smaller because you can use it on horseback. But because you're jumping around, because the horse is moving and you're in motion, what you do is use your thumb to hold the arrow in place. So it's a very different style. So that's the arrow style that Danda Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj used to use.
With their thumb?
Yes, they used to hold it with their thumb.
Okay. So I'm trying to imagine.
Yeah, so
instead of your fingers. Oh no, you can't see us.
Yeah, you can't see us at the moment.
I look a bit weird doing it, but yeah.
Maybe I can grab an arrow and show you at some point when the camera turns on this bit. So you'd hold the arrow and you kind of squeeze it between your finger and your thumb, the arrow itself.
Okay.
And then you pull it. And the arrow, you can see all the archers here are shooting with the arrow on the left-hand side of the bow.
Yeah.
In our style, in Sikh style, we shoot with the arrow on the right-hand side of the bow.
Okay.
And that is because when you pull the arrow out of your quiver, you can put it on the right-hand side. It's
quicker.
It's quicker.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Oh, but it's because of the arrow, the bows.
The bows, and that's more sort of for quick shooting. I don't believe it's for the accuracy that we're looking for, the type of competition we're looking.
Right.
I think we have the time. We're not moving around. We're very stationary. So it just gives.
We've got all the time in the world to put it on the to clip it onto the actual string.
That's right.
And then
And then this is bare bow competition. So
that'll be when you take the arrow out the quiver or wherever. Is that a myth? By the way, I think I remember having a conversation with you before, but having the arrows on your back.
No.
So they would take it out onto the bow, and then shoot it straight away.
It depends. I mean, a lot of people do wear it on their back. As we can see from the picture, somewhere on their side, in the photographs that we can see at the moment on the screen. somewhere on their side, and somewhere on their back. It just depends what you're comfortable with. So yeah, as you pull the arrow out, you put it onto the bow. The knocks were very different. The knocks were kulle. They were very open, like a big V on the back.
Right.
So you wouldn't need to look when you're loading the bow onto the string, loading the arrow onto the string.
Yeah.
And you'd just be able to pull it back and release. And you'd use instinct.
That's
so you don't
wicked,
look at
isn't
your
it?
target. You
Yeah.
had no interest in the bow. If you can see, as you've been seeing, you can see the shooters
Yeah.
all concentrating on their bow.
Yeah,
on their
yeah.
string walk.
That's just bang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked. Anyway, guys, we're going to go for a quick break as well while the next round of archers get ready. Hello.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ।
But you're shooting like an Olympic sample. Yeah, he's Olympic, not very well. But he's using the thingy, like a drop technique. Yeah. ये सारी टेक्निक के साथ करना है उसको सिखाना है आइए तो देखते हां ये पोस्ट को भी आपकी बहुत प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं पोस्ट का देखिए मेरी बात पैसा भी लाया
Babaji, can the following people get their bows and arrows? So number 1 lane is Sandeep Kumar, Sukhraj Singh Johal, Navdeep Singh. Sandeep Kumar, lane 1, Sukhraj Singh Johal, lane 2nd, Navdeep Singh, lane 3rd.
Are we ready? Ireland. Stay lane 1. Left hand.
Sandeep Kumar. Sandeep Kumar is number 2. So Sandeep Kumar is number 2. Abhijit, can you do the score list, please? Vaheguru, quiet, Nyane, please.
Stop. Baba, you're cutting me very land. Very creepy, hurty land. Shoot on the line, obviously. You get it clear?
we join us again at the National Sikh Archery Competition 2025, and we continue with the over 16s competition. So we've just seen some of the archers shoot. We have So I believe the archers have just shot their first 3 arrows.
Aman Singh lane 2, Gurmeet Singh lane 3.
We have Jaspreet Singh next shooting in lane 1, Amanpreet Singh shooting in lane 2, and Gurneet Singh shooting in lane 3. So just waiting for those contestants to come up and prepare themselves to shoot their first 3 arrows.
I was going to put it on this camera.
So if anyone out there is interested in looking to join an Akhada or a club, then please do contact the various, we have one in Coventry, one in Derby already set up, and 2 in Leicester. So yeah, please do get in contact, leave a message on in the comment section, and I'm sure that we'll be able to reach out to you and they'll let you know when the classes are for Mask and the Coventry Academy respectively.
It's still coming in the camera. He's trying to not come in the camera, but he's in the camera. I missed. I know. I missed the one of the things. How did they do the round that just happened now? How was it?
Yeah, so that was just practice. They're still waiting for all the contestants to come back. A few of them went for longer.
Okay.
So we've got Shahidi Bunga. They're all different cardio. We've got the Derby team in the over 16s now. We didn't see them in the under 16s. I think their shooters are mostly elder. So they're plus 16. So we'll see the Derby Akada, 2 Leicester Akada, and also the Country Akada in the over 16s competition.
Oh, you're not doing it?
I'll just leave to you.
So just filling in for me?
Yeah.
Right. No. All right. Has it been difficult? Are they struggling? Or they're making it look easy?
I think everyone's getting used to shooting at 15 metres. Now we're at 15 metres. So everyone's having a few practice rounds. So we did have a bit of a practice in the break. And yeah, it's...
So let me tell you, in lane 2, I believe we have Amarpreet, I think it is, what's his name?
Yeah, so we've
Amarpreet
got...
in lane 2.
Yeah, we've got Jaspreet Singh, we've got Amanpreet Singh, and we've got Gurneet Singh.
So he's been doing it. How many years has he been doing it?
I thought it was you then. Amanpreet Singh was competition when I seen that name first of all.
The thing is, I wouldn't give anyone else a chance, innit? If I was to do it. There won't be no competition left.
Amanpreet Singh has been shooting for 1.5 years.
1.5 years?
Yeah.
But, you know, one time we had a competition, in-house competition, like just in the Akada, and he turned up with his brother, and that blew everyone away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just. Is this just about practice, or some people just naturally gifted?
I think there is a natural gift in archery, you know?
Is there?
Yeah, there is a natural gift. Some people just take to it like a duck on water,
Okay.
and some people need to learn the vidya to be able to shoot correctly, you know?
That natural gift, where do you think that might come from?
I think we better know the answer to that. Whose children are we after all,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. No, I think it's something to think about. Like sometimes even like Shastra, Uddin, generally Shastra Vidya, even Gyani Baljinder Singh, I know
Anji.
he just picks up anything.
That's right.
Just he has to just watch it once and that's it. Yep. Let's do it.
They've got a very good hand eye coordination, and obviously the amount of Barney, Simran and everything they do. That helps. We went to a shotgun. We did some clay shooting. We took him to the range. He's never shot a shotgun before in his life, and he shot better than me.
Yeah.
Waheguru, they've got an amazing gift.
Yeah.
You know, where they can
Big
pick
quality.
up anything.
Yep.
You said, learn it once.
Yeah. Are they shooting? Have done their practice?
So this will be their first 3 practice arrows.
Okay, their practice hours. So we've also got in the. Who are the?
So what are we looking at?
Who's shooting?
So we've got Jaspreet Singh in lane 1. Oh, sorry, he's in lane 2.
We've got Sukraj. No, sorry, my bad.
No, we have.
We've got Jaspreet Singh.
Jaspreet Singh is in lane 2. We've got Gurnev Singh in lane 3.
Yeah.
And I believe that one of the shooters Balvinder Singh in lane 1.
Also, they're not okay.
Yeah. Funny story, I met Balvinder Singh in an archery shop.
All right.
It's not a plug, we're not sponsored by them at all. But it was Merlin Archery.
Okay.
And I met him, another Sikh, noticed another Sikh, so we started talking.
Yeah.
We were there in the shop for about a good 2 hours.
Oh wow. Just talking.
Just talking about Sikhi and archery.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's very, very. He went to uni and he was shooting and competing in university as an archer. Yeah.
Okay.
As you can see, his kit. He's got a bow stand. He's got the proper quiver. He's a very good shooter overall.
Yeah.
He does a lot of seva and the.
So I know one of the judges got the quiver on his back. As you can see in the camera. Is he in the camera?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And some people like to have it on the side.
Yes.
Does that make it? Is that just preference?
I think it's just preference. Yeah.
Would it matter on? So in here it won't matter because I know it's not about speed right now. But in warfare, would it be tactical to have it on the back or on the side?
So there's many different sort of styles, and I think it just depends on what you're used to. For myself, I like to hold the arrows, a set of arrows, at least about 6 or 7 in my hand. The one I'm holding the bow with. So my bow and the arrows are in my hand. It's just easier and quicker for me to grab the arrow and put it on the string.
Okay.
So that's one style. The other style is keeping them in a quiver. Now the quiver is great depending on how your draw is. If you're doing thumb draw, as you spoke about earlier, then picking them from the top off your back is a lot easier. It's a natural
because
movement.
you've already grabbed it with the thumb or whatnot.
And as you release, as you can see some of these shooters, they're going back to their ear. Yeah. Which naturally sets themselves up to pick up the next arrow off their back. Yep. So that can also be...
Gurnev Singh's hit the... Yeah, he's got a good shot.
Yeah, you can see Balvinder Singh in lane 1. He's got I think it might be a 8 and 9.
I know over the years, Jaspreet Singh has had a lot of practice, but with his work commitment, I don't think he's kept it up. Yes. Which you can tell.
Yes. Jaspreet Singh is also one of those natural shooters. Yeah. Yani Baljinder Singh ji has taught Jaspreet Singh very well.
We're getting comments coming in as well. We're getting comments coming in.
Sure.
I love the skills.
can see some of the shooters are shooting with a glove. So you can see Gurnev Singh in lane.
That's right. Yeah.
Lane 3.
Yeah. It's just to because the more you do it, does it start hurting on the fingers?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it can be painful on the fingers if you're shooting 60 plus arrows, which is what you should be typically looking at any one given session, practice session.
Yeah.
So after time, because of the weight of the bow, which we've already spoken about, the weight of the bow. If it's a heavy bow, then it will start hurting your fingers.
Yeah.
And it also allows you, although in bare bow there's no aid to there's no sights, there's no weight, there's nothing on there that supports or aids in aiming to the shot. It's all about you and the target. So there's no additional aids.
Okay. When you say weights,
Yeah. So
how would the weight help?
yeah. So the weight is a counterbalance, and what that does is, if you ever held a shastar,
Yeah.
and you can see some shastar are front heavy,
Yeah.
some shastar are rear heavy, and some are balanced right in the middle where it doesn't feel like you're holding the shastar.
Okay.
I know.
Yep.
And that's what it is with the bow. You are looking for a bow that it sort of self-supports in your hand. It doesn't feel like it's
Right.
it's like it's in your hand. So as you sort of draw it,
Yeah.
the front of it is pushing it down.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's evenly balanced.
Because you're pulling it, and the weight at the front's keeping it down,
Keeping
and
it
then
down.
that balances it out.
That balances the whole
So then-
structure.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
Okay.
It feels less weight in your hand.
What kind of weight is it? I've not. Has anyone got it?
Yeah,
Well,
you
I'll have a
might.
look at it after,
No,
but-
we're not allowed in this competition. It's a bare bow competition, so you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
allowed any
Yeah.
weights. But
Yeah.
you can. It's basically like a weight, like I can describe it like a Coke can
Okay.
at the front of the bow.
Right.
You can have those. They're dampeners. They can be dampeners,
Right.
and then you can also have rods, like
I've seen the rods.
yeah,
I've seen that.
the
Yep,
long
yep, yep.
rods that stick right out.
Yeah.
And they give you.
And
a
that's got weight.
counterbalance as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
it has weight within the actual
Yeah.
rod itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're the sort of two styles that I know of.
I have to ask you a question. Yeah.
Go for it.
When it comes to bow and arrows, Robin Hood comes to mind. Yeah, from childhood.
Yeah.
Have you ever shot an arrow on an arrow and split the arrow?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite common. Yeah.
That was good.
When
But
you're
did you
shooting 60
intentionally
plus
do it?
arrows.
No. Like, did you try? Did you?
Oh no,
intentionally do
it wasn't. No, it wasn't one of those where I said, "I'm going
I'll
to
hit
do
the same
this
thing and do it
then
again.
do it."
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those.
It's
It
just
was
when
one of
when
those-
they're grouping, and then within the grouping it
yeah,
happens.
when you've got a really tight group, there's more chances of hitting arrow on arrow.
Yeah. That makes
Um,
sense. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that's when you say afterwards, "Yeah, I meant to do
Yeah, I
that."
meant to do that. Right. Makes sense.
So we got the second end coming up now for the next 6 arrows.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to bow and arrows, I know. Gurveer Singh mentioned earlier as well that we've got so many shastras in Sikhi. And the correct term for a bow and arrow isn't shastra, is it?
No, it's a tir kaman. Oh no! So
No,
yes,
it's a different word for it.
It's
It's
a
an
astar.
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 Yeah.
Yes,
so
yes.
if we just let the listeners know, listeners or viewers, tell them the difference between a shastar and an astar.
Yeah, it's a very good point. So, Gani Baljinder Singh ji taught me this. So, an astar is something that's long range.
Long
So
range.
any weapon that is long
Yep,
range,
yep.
it can be a banduk
Yeah.
or topak.
So something that you can cause nuksan to from far.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a sort of a projectile weapon, if you
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
That is called, normally referred to as astar.
Yeah.
And then you get your medium to short range, which is normally called shastar. So kirpan hove,
Yeah. Yeah.
kad hove, kuch
Yep,
bhi
yep,
hove,
yep.
it's a short
So I
range.
only learned that recently.
Yeah.
Like, I say recently, about a few years ago.
Yes, yes.
That's correct. And most we say it's part of Shastra as well, isn't
That's
it?
it, yeah. We normally
yeah.
class it under shastar, don't we?
That's right,
Yeah.
yeah. But, when it comes to the Shastra, I think that the correct term for bow and arrow in Punjabi is Dhanush.
Dhanush.
Yeah.
Acha.
Tir Kaman, I think, falls in the Hindi.
Acha.
Yeah. So it's Dhanush, Tir and Dhanush. Dhanush is the bow.
Acha.
Yeah.
Dhanush.
And when you listen to Katha on, say, Chamkaur di Jang, Battle of Chamkaur, in there, the battle specifically between when Baba Ajit Singh Ji come on, and the way it's described, the way Baba Ajit Singh Ji go through the arrows, or the way Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is sitting in the Qila. So you try and use your imagination now. Maharaj sitting in the Qila, Chamkaur, and they're looking out in the battlefield. They can see all the Mughals, all the Pahari. And then when they get ready to shoot their arrows, they lay out all the arrows first.
Yes.
Like beside them.
Acha.
They lay out all the arrows. And then from there they pick them up and shooting them. Just so it's quicker,
Yes.
I suppose. Because they're sitting in Birasan, the warrior stance, because they're on the ledge, like on the top floor. They were sitting on a ledge, but you can just see their torso area from if you looked from outside, inside. But then they're shooting through a little hole.
Yes.
And the imagination is mad, isn't it?
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was believed as well that getting hit by one of Guru Sahib's arrows would give you mukti.
That's a shortcut, isn't it?
Shortcut.
I love that.
Just come in front of it. Yeah. But the connection that we have with bow and arrows, it's so we're getting another comment just come through. I wish I could be here.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we've got it going on, you know. I know it's the first one, but I honestly believe it will be the first of many.
Yes.
And it'll only grow. It'll slowly grow.
Yes.
Slowly keep growing.
Yeah. Next year, do come, Nihang Singh. Please do join us. Sahib Sarup Singh as well. Come join us and take part in the
and these lot, I believe, are watching all the way from Hong Kong right now.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they can hear us, but they're enjoying the weather in Hong Kong while we're in the cold weather here.
Yeah, I've been told it's very nice out there.
Yeah. And also, again, coming back to our itihas, our history, the different type of weapons. So now, using your imagination, when Baba Ajit Singh you go into battle, first they use their bow and arrow. They use their bow and arrow first before anything. But they'll use their bow and arrow, and then once the arrows finish, they just throw the bow to the floor, and then get the next shaftar out, or whatnot. So it's a
So the closer you get,
the closer you get, they're going
Astar to Shastar.
Yeah, Astar. So first they're using Astar, and then they use their Barsha, and then they use their Kirpan, and then they use their Qatar. So as they're getting closer and closer, the weapons are getting smaller and smaller, but it's getting close hand-to-hand combat as well.
That's right, yeah.
But it's amazing. You know what? Just the history behind it, the amount of practice they must have had. It's. I really feel like doing it myself now.
We'll have a little go once the cameras are off.
Once the cameras off, yeah. Everyone's going to think that he's too good. Yeah.
We will get the prizes coming shortly after this competition.
Yeah.
We'll get the prizes handed out to everyone, and for this year, the first year, everyone will be getting a prize. So first, second, third is how the prize will be getting, and that's also to encourage apne bachche and also sade behan bra ke join archery, come in, and let's get this sport where it should be.
Yeah, it should be definitely within Sikhi, within our in the Gurdwara. We're so lucky that we've got this. Yeah. We need to take advantage of these things, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
So few of the students from Mask, few of the club members from Mask have joined other clubs as well.
Right.
English clubs, and they're shooting and doing very well in those arenas as well. So that's something that we'd like to see.
Yeah.
We have the national archery competition in Nottingham that happens annually. Yeah. So it'd be nice to see a few of us enter those competitions as well.
Yeah. That's right. So when it comes to these bow and arrows and the Olympic bow and arrows, do you know what the differences are? No.
Mandeep Singh is the one to speak about that.
Oh, okay.
But I believe they have more aids. They have more.
I've seen some of them got so many things on it.
Yes. Yeah.
And
so they're the ones with the weights on them.
Sights on them.
Yeah, because they're shooting further distances, Olympic style. You're normally shooting a bit further. You're normally shooting about.
And the way they pull the bows back, it's not with the fingers, is it?
Yes. No.
It's with a mechanism of some sort. It's with a claw.
Well,
I've shot. I don't know if it was an Olympic bow and arrow. So the bow I shot, this was many years ago, which I thought even the whole mechanism was amazing. Basically, you put all your strength into it first,
Yes.
initially, and then it goes to a point where it just gets really light.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the Olympic one?
So that's a compound bow.
That's
And
it. That's it. It is
commonly
compound bow.
used
Yeah.
in hunting.
Hunting. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they have cams on them and mechanisms, which the initial draw, because they're a lot heavier, so that the heaviest you can probably find in a recurve bow is somewhere like 40 to 50 pounds.
Right.
But then when you get compound bows, they can go up to 150 because of the cam system and it. You know, like you said, initially it's really hard.
Yep.
And then the cams support the string,
Yeah.
And
And
the
then it gets really light.
and then it's light. So
But
you can
then
hold-
it locks it into place.
it locks into place with the cams.
Yeah. Almost locks into place. But with the way I pulled it back was with a mechanism I had around my wrist.
That's right.
So it's strapped around my wrist,
Yeah.
and it was a claw, and it had a trigger on it,
That's right.
which was wicked. It's so fun to use.
Yeah.
There's only a few of us that could pull it back though, because it's so heavy, it's so
Yes.
hard to pull back. Pull it back, and then you just press the trigger, and then so smooth.
That's right. Yeah. And then they're commonly used for hunting because you can hold that posture. You know, when you're aiming at an animal, making
That's
sure
right.
that it's.
That would make sense, innit?
Yeah. when
That wouldn't be
it's
used in
still-
battle then, would it? That wouldn't be used in battle. You
I
wouldn't be
don't
able to.
think
innit?
so. No, because the cams are so fragile that if you knock it, you can knock the whole bow out of alignment.
Yeah.
And each
because we've got
compound
like
bow-
pulleys and stuff in it.
The pulleys, the cams,
Yeah.
they all need to be set up for the right shooter.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Have we got the next lot ready now?
Yeah, so these are they've had their practice shots, so now they're going to go into their competition. We've got Reveal Kaur on lane 3. We've got Amindoj Singh on lane 2, and
And we've got Amarpreet Singh.
Amanpreet Singh.
Amarpreet Singh's 1.5 years practice.
Yep, and he's on lane 1.
Amitoj 1.5, and then we've got Reveal Kaur 1.5. So lane 1, Amarpreet Singh, and then earlier his brother did it. Amitoj Singh's got height. He's tall.
Yes, very tall. Yeah, these are all
And,
all shooters are from.
Amitoj Singh making it look easy.
These shooters are all from Mask and Shahidi Bunga.
That's right.
So
yep.
these are two Leicester Cardiff that are shooting now.
I think it's Nazar Lati Ode. We jinxed it.
Yeah. They know we're talking about them, that's what it is.
Huh?
They know that we're talking about them.
Yeah.
Reveal Kaur, as always, we've had smaller competitions, just Leicester based, previously in previous years. And as you can see, Reveal Kaur's hitting arrow next to arrow.
Yeah.
lane
Amitoj
3.
Singh's is a bit all over the place just yet.
Yes, because
not
he does a
found
lot
us.
of Seva
Yeah.
and the Santhya, so on
Yeah.
and so forth. He doesn't really get the time to shoot, unfortunately.
Time to practice.
Like time to practice, yeah. It's nice to see him take part in the competition, nevertheless.
Yeah. For sure. Amarpreet Singh's is his grouped well together.
Grouped left, yeah, grouped left, slightly left, but grouped well.
Yeah.
Amindoj Singh, again, that Barney is coming into practice. He's at 2 10s now,
Yeah.
and I believe an 8.
Last one. So Amarpreet's very neat. Real Kaur's is
Slightly to the left, and I think she's still
Little
trying to
bit
figure
over,
out
no?
that hold. Yeah.
so now the judges are going to count the scores.
So we've got the judges who are marking the scores, and we've got the admin team who are taking the scores down onto the system, and that way, once we're presenting, we'll be able to give the right price, the right contestant.
Yeah. So while that's all going on, there's a Nigerian proverb. Yeah, a Nigerian proverb. So Nigerian, in Nigeria, they would go hunting animals and whatnot
Yes.
as well. But so the love for bow and arrow with them there is quite deep as well. So this is the quote from a Nigerian proverb, yeah? Even as the archer loves the arrow that flies, which we talked about earlier, so too he loves the bow that remains constant in his hands. That's deep, isn't it?
Wow.
That's that Jakarta.
Yeah, there's nothing like a shastra or a astra in your hand.
Yeah.
That feeling. That
I mean,
connection.
while because I've shot it, I've done this a couple of times with yourself, with giving me a few pointers with Baljinder Singh and whatnot, and yeah, the feeling that you do get is really nice.
Yes.
But then when that, what's better, the arrow flying or the in your hand?
I think it's a bit of both. It's all one thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all the same game.
Yeah.
I think the arrow and the shastra in your hand, astra in your hand, is beautiful within itself. Just holding the astra, because again, sadhe peer ne.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
And then the element of the arrow flying and the bias that you do and seeing the result on the target is also another blessing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. So you mentioned earlier that you got inspiration from Rambo. Yeah. You know, the first time I got inspiration for a bow and arrow, like properly, was Lord of the Rings.
Acha.
Have you watched Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Legolas.
Yeah. You know, huh?
Legolas.
Is it Legolas?
Yes.
Yeah. With the bow and arrow. Wicked.
Yeah, with his chitte
So
case.
yeah, he's got case as well. Yeah. He got but so fast.
Yes.
With the bow and arrow, and the way he uses it is mad.
Yeah.
Absolutely mad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very good. That is, if we could all shoot like that, right?
Yeah. I once watched a documentary. Not documentary. If you go to, have you ever been to Leeds, the Weapons Museum?
No, it's something that I would like
The
to go
Royal
to,
Armouries
yeah, Royal
Museum.
Armouries.
You know, I recommend that to everyone. It's free, firstly, but it's such an amazing place with how many weapons are there. And when you go into the section, the only downside, slight downside, is that there's nothing Sikh related there, though. No Sikh Shastra one, which is a bit. So when I walked in, there was someone who was greeting everyone. As soon as I walked in, he goes, "Welcome to the museum." He goes, "Unfortunately, we haven't got any Sikh weapons here." I didn't have to say anything. I didn't say anything. He just said, "We haven't got any Sikh weapons here."
Right.
But he goes, "We have got weapons showcasing."
You should have told him I bought my own.
Yeah. we have got. He said that we've got weapons from India, though, from the Mughal era. Well, not from the Mughal weapons or whatnot. And then you go for the various different places, like Eastern, Western weapons. What kind of different weapons? Really good. Definitely try and go there. But there's one section is samurais, Japanese warriors, and they used to do bow and arrows as well, didn't they?
Yes.
Samurais did.
Yes,
it was big on them. And they're showing a little documentary there of shooting arrows while on your horse. So firstly, the skill to ride a horse is very hard anyway.
Yes.
And then on top of that, I mean, shooting an arrow while you're standing still is hard.
Yes.
Walking would be harder, but riding on a horse.
Yes. Yeah.
What aim would they use on a horse?
That would be instinct.
Instinct, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to do the whole closing your eye and stuff, would they? Yeah.
Luckily, we got to do a bit of horse riding a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And it was a really good experience. And we realised that the relationship with Jarnapai, the horses are called Jarnapai.
Yeah.
And the relationship within the horses and the Singhs. When we get on the horse, we do Peri Hath, Pella.
Yeah.
And then we jump on the horse. And then, not only that, the horses have to be trained to not get disturbed by the noise. So when you release an arrow off the bow,
okay.
it vibrates to the point where the horses can get spooked.
Yeah.
The horses need to be trained in horseback archery as well.
Yeah.
And
there'd be war horses, isn't it? Like in battle warfare.
Anji. The horses that we rode on, they're quite tame.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Yeah,
But Hazur Sahib,
the jungy ones.
Yeah, the jungy.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
They're used to it.
There is a jungi as the Singhs there.
Yeah.
So the vidya there, that relationship between the horse and the archer has to be synced. It has to be one.
Yeah.
Because you're not looking at where you're going. The horse is looking where you're going, and you'll be concentrating on your target,
That's right.
and you'll not be touching the reins because both hands will be on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bow.
yeah. The
So,
amount of
yeah.
skill you need for that.
Yeah, so it's all
Yeah.
instinct based.
Yeah. So was this the second round?
This is the second end, I believe.
So see this while they're doing that as well, this quote's quite deep, and I'm not sure if you can resonate with this one. Yeah.
Andrew.
In archery, we have something like the way of the superior man. When the archer misses the center of the target, he turns around and seeks for the cause of his failure in himself. So failure in himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think reflection is it's a good thing anyway, you know.
So that would contradict the first quote that we did, where Eli's ready.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Yeah. That's the opposite, polar opposite of it, isn't it?
So there's reflection. You're reflecting on yourself.
Yes. Yeah. I think it depends on your personality, you know.
Yeah. Sorry.
It depends on your personality.
Yeah.
If you're a bit cheeky, then the lie is where you're going to turn to. But if you're serious like Mandeep Singh, was very good at what he does. He will analyze every single arrow that leaves his bow.
Yeah.
To the detail that he'll go back and research it. Okay, why did that arrow go to the left? Why did that arrow go to the right?
Right.
And he'll really sort of look at himself and analyse why. And you'll see. Well, you won't see because he'll be part of the Ustad's competition.
Yeah.
But you see how well he shoots.
Yeah.
And my bet is on him.
Yeah.
Don't bet, but
Yeah.
he will come out number one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a very good shooter. So yeah, that quote is important because you can only improve if you analyse yourself.
That's right. Yeah. I feel like I need to. I've really. The more we're talking about it, I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I feel like more and more that we need to. I want to start getting into it myself as well.
That's right.
I mean, my excuse has been kids and stuff like that, not being able to. But
Yes.
now they're getting older. It'd be nice to just start them young, maybe. What's the youngest? Do you think?
So it all depends on the weight of the bow. So the lowest poundage that we have is 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
So the child has to be obviously of the right mind and not to be able to be taught, and then also have the ability to be able to pull the bow. Now 10 pounds is still quite strong because although, like I was explaining the analogy I was using about lifting an atta bag or a jawla bag from the floor, the muscles you use in that direction is different from the horizontal direction.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're mostly using a technique where you're using the shoulders rather than your biceps or arms or whatever it may be. So that's where the difference comes. And if the child understands how to pull a bow correctly without injuring himself, then that's what we look at in the child. You know? So we normally say 14 is probably the age where they're able to pull a bow. But there are some children who are have the right mentality and the strength to be able to pull a 10-pound bow.
Mad. Yeah, really.
I think we are going to a short break. So.
Haven't got okay.
Yep. We will.
No, we'll come back in a short while.
वाहिगुरू
Waheguru Ji, 5 minute practice, then we're going to do the next round. So the following people, please get their bows ready. Sandeep Singh, Hardeep Singh, Saharta, and Abhijit Kapoor. So if you can get your bows and arrows, please ready. You guys are next. Then there's one more round after that. Then it's going to be the Ustad's main battle. Then will be the trophies. Waheguru Ji, can you get Sandeep Singh, lane 1, Hardeep Singh, lane 2, and Abhijit Kapoor, lane 3, please. And the last 2 people are going to be Tanveer Singh and Navraj Singh. And Ustad ready there?
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Waheguru Ji, we are going to join us back again on the National Sikh Archery Competition 2025. And this is the back end of the 16 plus, shooting at 15 metres. And so we took a short break, just waiting for a few more participants. And now we've continued. So who do we have at the moment?
We've got Sandeep Singh.
Yes. Hardeep Singh on lane 2.
And Abhijit Kaur.
Abhijit Kaur on lane... is it 1 or 3?
She's on lane 3.
Lane 3.
I know Sandeep Singh's been doing it for a while here.
Yes.
And seeing him practice earlier as well.
Yes.
He's pretty smooth.
He is. He's a very good shooter, and his group, we'll get to see his group size. They were the first 3 arrows, the practice arrows.
Yep. And I believe Hardeep Singh's not from Leicester.
No, he's from Coventry, from the Coventry Archery.
Right. And I know Abhijit and Sandeep Singh are from...
Yes, they're from Shahidi Bunga and Mask.
Yeah. So this is the practice round right now? Or they're doing practice? Yeah, they're doing
So
practice.
this is the first end. So we've done our practice round.
Oh, they've done the practice round.
Yes. Oh no, sorry, this is the first end.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first 6 arrows. All good shooters. Abhijit is a very good shooter. She has her own bows. You can probably see that it's different from the ones that we've been using in the past.
Yeah.
And she the competitions that we normally hold, she's had come in the top 5 in those competitions before. So yeah,
Okay.
very good shooter. As you can see, the form of the archers, the discipline that they have in pulling to that same anchor point, and the anchor point is where they're holding and pulling the arrow and the string to their face, and then the reference point where they pull it back at that point, or at every single point, at every single time. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can see lane 2. Lane 2 was Hardeep Singh.
Groupings
Really good grouping.
Yeah. Even Sandeep Singh's is.
Yes, yeah. Slightly to the left, but you can see that they do a lot of training.
Yeah. Sandeep Singh's doing the last one. Nice.
A good shot. I believe that
Good shot.
fell in the red.
So now the judges are going, and the admin team. Should we discuss another quote?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. These quotes. Let's pick one. So. This is interesting. So, archery does not get difficult or hard to understand until the arrow misses.
And that's going back to that the previous quote that we were talking about. It's about analysing yourself.
Yeah. Reflection.
Yeah,
so,
reflection.
and you talk about Mandeep Singh, Mandeep being an engineer,
Yes.
and actually, trying to work out.
Every single little detail.
Of why the arrow went there.
Yeah. Basically does an instant replay like you see on football.
Yeah.
They analyse every single little part of it.
Yeah. And see, that I think that's what archery is about, isn't it? It's not just... So initially when we first started messing around with it, years back, we were got someone's garden. We had these kind of bow and arrows. We were just doing it in someone's garden. And we were just doing it for the sake of we were just doing it for fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were analysing it like that. Why did I miss? Or what do I have to do different? Arm, high, low, whatever, all that stuff. I don't think it's different.
That's right.
Yeah. So interesting.
Until you miss, that's when you're like, why didn't it go where I wanted it to go?
Yeah.
And you start asking the right questions.
And it's the minor changes, right? It's not big changes.
They're
It's
minute,
minor.
Yeah. So the release of the arrow. So that's when you release the arrow, and you've seen Balvinder Singh, who was a good example of it. He was in lane 1. He pulled it back, and there's a slight rotation of the shoulder it's called a release. Slight rotation of the shoulder, which gives you the perfect release. And that's little movements within the body that you have to be really aware of. It can give you massive changes on the board. And where the arrow ends up, sorry. So yeah, it's a very conscious sport.
Yeah.
Lane 1, Sandeep Singh shooting very well.
Yeah, he's a very good.
Almost all of them in the yellow.
So his score's going to be really high.
Yeah.
And I got Hardeep Singh.
Hardeep Singh in lane 2.
And his grouping? It's not consistent.
I think he's figuring it out.
Yeah, even from the first one, I think he's figuring it out.
Yes.
So, I mean, you could argue that Sandeep Singh practices here, doesn't he?
There is a home advantage, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully Maharaj is good, but
And whether he practices from lane 1 or not, I'm not sure.
No, but we'll move around each of the lanes. One lane isn't more advantageous than the other.
Yeah.
I think next year, you know,
Oh,
Maharaj
Sandeep Singh just got a tapra from his ustad.
very good.
That's what you need, innit?
That's it. Gorgi Jada.
That's all you need.
And
If you make your ustad happy,
yeah,
then that's the...
you're doing something right.
Huh?
You're doing something
Yeah, you're
right.
doing something right. But all the bakshish are in that. You know, if your ustad gets happy on you, with you, for whatever you're doing,
Yes.
then you get all the bakshish like that, all the good happens like that. Yeah, so I've just seen
The
that.
aim of the game is not to let it get to your head.
That's right,
That
yeah,
will
exactly.
affect
Yeah,
your
yeah,
next
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we're talking about home advantage. So this year we're in Leicester. Hopefully Maharaj we might be in Coventry or Derby next year. So the shooters from there might get a home advantage there.
Oh, okay.
Because they shoot
Yeah.
regularly there. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, we need to maybe sneak in beforehand.
Yeah, do a few guest visits. To
Yeah.
to the-
Just check it out,
Got it.
see what it is. You know, start making little videos maybe, analysing it. So I think this quote is just a nice little quote. I think that everyone can, even someone that doesn't understand it, or has never done it, will be able to kind of relate to. But this quote is from Stephen Amell, that you have to relax when you're shooting an arrow. You can't be tense, and that just helps in your day-to-day life.
That's very good. So when I first started, we started in Guru Nanak Gurdwara in Leicester,
Yeah, that's right.
in the car park outside.
I remember with the swinging targets and stuff.
Swinging
Yeah,
targets, moving targets.
moving targets.
And
Yeah,
that was Gyani Bajinder Singh. And that was very much, what did we say on that? What was that quote again?
so this one, you have to relax when you're shooting an
You
arrow.
have to relax when
You can't be tense.
Yeah.
That just helps. But it says in your day-to-day life as
Day-to-day
well.
life. So that was just by speaking about Gyani Bajinder Singh Ji and the contrast between Shahidi Bunga and Mask. And just how they operate. So Gyani Bajinder Singh Ji is very much going on Maharaj de chhad de.
Yeah.
Maharaj de chhad de. Bana di zimmewari.
Yeah.
Mandeep Singh analyses every single arrow.
Yeah.
No one way is right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just a different
Yeah, it's just a different way. It's wicked. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? So if Mandeep Singh analyzes why did that arrow go there,
Yeah.
but didn't say because Maharaj wanted it.
That's it. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ. But then it's that whole relaxing. So when I was teaching, doing the same with Gyani Bajinder Singh, teaching students there,
Yeah.
it was all about relaxing. It's maje karo, hasil,
Yeah.
and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And then when we came with Mandeep Singh, and we were training with Mandeep Singh and doing Seva with Mandeep Singh, it's very much strict. Your alignment's not right. This
Right.
time. So yeah, both have their positives and negatives. But yeah, I have to say I enjoy Bajinder Singh's
Yeah.
method more.
Oh, really? Mandeep Singh can't hear that, innit?
No, he won't listen to this.
We might listen to it, but I think the next set of Singhs are getting ready.
Yeah.
So we've got Tanveer Singh. We've got another Singh from a different city.
The scores, I'll just update them.
So we've got Tanveer Singh, Navraj Singh.
Navraj Singh is in lane 3.
Navraj Singh's in lane 3, and then we've got
Tanveer Singh, I believe,
lane
is
1. He's in lane 1. Yeah.
And then we have, I believe the Singh who might have been registered yet. I believe he's a Singh from Italy. He's trained with Shahidi Bunga in there.
He does, yeah. Go on, Navraj lad. Getting there. So V-Shack on me if you win, bro. V-Shack, I don't know if you know what a V-Shack is. It's in Derby. I think some of the Derby Singhs that have come here.
Right.
So I quote, someone just posted a comment saying that V-Shack on me, bro. It's a restaurant that one of the things. Yeah. So I think the Derby Singhs need to. And now we've got one, come on Leicester Forge. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit biased that we're from Leicester, so I'm not sure if we're allowed to support one or the other.
No, we have to be impartial.
Yeah. They're all badhiya, all badhiya. Sandeep Singh is the best.
I think
got that
Sandeep Singh
comment.
wrote that in himself.
Himself.
Or his mum did.
or he takes one of the things to write it. Because that's come from Hong Kong. Over the years of coming here, Danveer Singh's been practicing as well. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have won the competition last time.
Yes.
Danveer Singh did.
Yes. He puts in a lot of time. I have to give credit where credit is due. And
So where he lives, I was going for a walk once. We live close to each other. I was going for a walk, and I noticed him outside practicing, shooting into his garage. Brilliant! He's practicing.
Yeah.
One and but his brother kept telling him off, saying that if any of the Gwandi see you doing this, they might call the police, or the Gwandi might get scared.
He practices a lot, and he's bought his own bows. You can see it's like a light blue bow.
Yep, it looks very nice.
Aluminium riser, and got some really nice Hoyt limbs on there. So yeah, he does a lot of practice, even at the Archery. He's the first one and the last one out. So yeah, credit is due.
Seeing some of the young lads, young Singhs here doing this on a serious level, it reflects as well, because Danveer generally is a very good lad, a very good boy, really respectful. Nowadays teenagers aren't like that, innit?
Yes.
So the fact that it's like you do any sports outside, if you do any sort of sports like martial arts, any sort of self-defense classes or whatnot, it's all about discipline, isn't it? This is all about discipline as well.
Yes.
Because you need that patience, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, you can't be outside on the door in this Akara, which is a part of Hari Singh Nalwa as well.
Yeah.
It says ego outside.
That's right, yeah.
And I think that when you see good shooters, you'll see that they'll be able to take comments and feedback from other people who've been shooting and more experienced than themselves to be able to get better.
So this quote, there's really deep. Well, just quickly, I'm just going to run this quote by with you, yeah? Yeah, you ready for this one? An arrow is never afraid of shooting from the bow, but it is afraid of not reaching the target.
Right.
Now, is that the arrow, or is that the actual archer they're talking about?
That's deep. That sounds like it's from those Tan Su, is it?
Tan Su, Mehmet Murat Eldan. Yeah. I feel like that's talking about the archer. Missing.
But he talks about the arrow. It's interesting. He talks about the arrow.
The arrow itself. Do you think that the arrow itself?
I have to ask the arrow. Well, at least we could go to quote one.
From our history, before the Singhs went and did Jang, they would do abhyas, obviously of Barney, but they'd make sure that weapon was right in front of them when they did abhyas. That particular weapon that they were going to use in Jang had to be there with them. Yeah. So I know in Jurassic as well in 1984, attack on Darbar Sahib, Sant Daniel Singh Ji and Sant Kartar Singh I believe as well, getting their Singhs ready all the years back. But Sant Daniel Singh Ji said to a handful of Singhs, 40 or so Singhs, like these would have been the elite, like who had loads of practice work, but it would have said to them that for 40 days you're going to do a job, you're going to do a bias with the weapon you're going to be using, and make sure your weapon's there next to you while you do a bias. So the powers would go into the Barney would affect the weapon itself. So maybe the arrow. I can believe that.
Yeah. Jokes aside, I think it does speak to about the weapons themselves. In Japanese culture, if we take Japanese culture, the samurais that used to be created, the blades that used to be created, they all used to be seen as live, living blades. That's why they call them live blades. I think I might make that up, but I think that's true. They do call them live blades. They think that there's a jhana in them, so each one is very separate. So, I can believe that Kamjagapa Matadik there, we've got the Shastra prakash hunda hai ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ.
That's right.
The body that goes into them. So yeah, I do
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And in Sikh, we treat them literally as our peer, right? Askar Pan Khando Khad Topakata Par Artir Sahib Sarohi said, yeah, hamare peer, right? Guru Gobind Singh Ji Bani, ki hai sade peer ne. If you're going to bow down to Shastra as a peer, then that feeling has to be there that they're alive.
बिल्कुल जी. बिल्कुल.
So,
Yeah, it's an extension of Waheguru, aren't they? Shastra.
so that for me now, first when I read it, an arrow is never afraid of shooting from the bow. First initially I thought that arrow's not got feelings. Arrow doesn't, it's not alive, is it? And now that we talk about it further, I think that's the level, the closest connection level. Yeah. I think that's the end of it. It might be the end of it. That all the participants have shot, and now they're going to be going through the scores. Yeah. So we're going to be going through the scores. We're going to be going through the. Going to be doing the trophy ceremony. So like Mandeep Singh said earlier as well, gifts for first, second, and third.
Yes. Gifts for first, second, and third for each age part of the competition. So under 16s and over 16s, and first two will get medals, and the final one will get a saropa. Now people might think, why would the first prize get a saropa?
Yeah.
And this goes back to the Purathan times.
Yeah.
So used to come back from war.
Yeah.
And we used to be the greatest on the battlefield, and then they'll come back in front of Maharaj, Pidaji, and they'll come back and Maharaj.
Yeah.
Jang Jitji.
Yeah.
So we'll give the rewards out now.
And they'll get a saropa.
Yeah.
We'll give the rewards out, and then we'll figure out which clubs got the most first places. They get the golden saropa.
Yeah.
And they'll be given a saropa. And just if you imagine, it's a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
You've come defeated the whole army. Although it's Maharaj, but anything Maharaj gives you is amazing.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a saropa, anybody daan with Maharaj. So we're keeping that tradition alive by giving the saropa to the first prize winner.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. And the whole meaning behind of a saropa is that, isn't it? It's so we're gonna move out the way so we can sort out the prizes. So I think the commentary we'll leave it here now.
Yeah.
We're gonna say fateh to all the listeners, whoever is listening, watching from in this country, in Hong Kong, getting comments coming through. So it became almost like an international one. This was.
Yes.
Yeah, people watching from all over the world.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. If we made any mistakes, guys, please forgive us. But we're going to leave the commentary here now, and we're going to go over to the rewards ceremony. Yeah. So this was the first time Mandeep Singh did commentary as well.
Yes.
And he was preparing last night. You're saying?
I tried to.
Did you?
I watched a few YouTube videos.
I said to Mandeep Singh that just go with the flow. We'll just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And they're normally the best ones. But if you did make any mistakes, guys, please forgive us. You want to add to it?
No.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next year.
ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸੋ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ all together ਸੋ ਚਾਰ ਅਖਾੜਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਣਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਆਏ ਜਰਦੀ ਤੋਂ ਕਮੈਂਟਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਅਖਾੜੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਦੂਰੋਂ ਨੇੜੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਉਣਾ then we had 28 to 35 people competing ਤਿੰਨ ਦੇ ਰੌਂਡ ਸੀ ਸੋ 10 ਤੋਂ 15 ਸਾਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿੱਤਣਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰੌਂਡ ਸੀ ਲਵਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਤੇ ਕੋਹਿਨੂਰ ਸਿੰਘ So Laprit Kaur, she came first. Kohinoor had 85 score, then Laprit had 92 score. So if they can come, Kohinoor Rajapatan second. ਸੋ ਜਕਾਰਾ ਛੱਡੀ ਜਾਓ, ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਰੂਪਾ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਸੋ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇ ਗਣ ਗਿਵ ਸਰੂਪੇ ਟੂ ਹੂਐਵਰ ਕੇਮ ਫਰਸਟ। ਸੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਰੂਪਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਤਗੜਾ ਸੂਰਮਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ। ਸੋ ਲਵਪ੍ਰੀਤ 92 ਕੇਮ ਫਰਸਟ, ਕੋਹਿਨੂਰ 85 ਸੈਕਿੰਡ। ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਦੋ ਹੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਕੋਹਿਨੂਰ, ਸਰੂਪਾ ਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਕਾਰਾ ਛੱਡ ਗਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੋਰ ਦੂਜੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਸੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਹੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੇਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੀ ਕੰਸੈਂਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਹੁਣ ਸਮਝ ਠੀਕ ਆ। ਸੋ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਸੋ ਅੰਡਰ ਏਜ ਹੋਣੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਸੌਰੀ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ। ਅੱਛਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਔਰ ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਚਰਨਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਹਰਗੁਣ ਕੌਰ, ਸੁਖਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ। So Sukhraj Singh came third, 81, and Hargun came second, 81, but she hit 11. So that's why she was decided second. Then Charnveer Singh with a score of 97 came first. So all three of them, Ajo, Sukhraj Singh, Hargun Kaur, and Charnveer Singh. Sukhraj Singh third, Ajo Davda. Sukhraj Singh. Second, Hargun Kaur. ਇੱਥੇ ਖੜ ਜਾਓ ਨਾਲ ਫੋਟੋ ਲਈ। ਹਰਗੁਣ ਜੀ ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਬੋਲੋ। ਚਰਨਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਫਸਟ ਬੋਲੋ। ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਖੜ ਜਾਓ ਫੋਟੋ ਇੱਧਰ ਖੜ ਜਾਓ, ਕੈਮਰਾ ਇੱਧਰ। ਅੱਛਾ ਹੋਰ ਥਰਡ ਰਾਊਂਡ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰਭਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਨਾਮ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ, ਕੀ ਨਾਮ ਸੀ ਕਮੈਂਟਰੀ ਵਾਲਾ? ਪਰਮ ਕੌਰ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਲਿਖ ਦਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼।
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਰਸਟ ਪਲੇਸ ਆ, can they stay back behind us please? Whoever's coming first, can you stay behind?
ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰਭਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ, ਪਰਮ ਕੌਰ ਐਂਡ ਕੀਰਤ ਸਿੰਘ। So Kirat Singh came third, 71. Param Kaur came second, 97. With 1 point, Prabhjit Singh came first, 98. हंकार नहीं करी था निमरता। मेडल ले लेना मैं। सत श्री
Come first on this side, please.
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹ ਸੀਗੇ ਛੋਟਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਦੇ। ਦੈਨ ਰਾਊਂਡ 3 ਵੱਡਿਆਂ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ 15 ਪਲੱਸ। ਵੇਟ ਕਰਿਓ। 15 1 ਰਾਊਂਡ 1 ਸੀ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ, ਅਨਮੋਲਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਮਨਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ। ਸੋ ਮਨਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ third, 54 score, ਅਨਮੋਲਕ ਸਿੰਘ second, 62, ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ first with 62 but hit 11, so had higher score. So Manpreet Singh third, ਅਨਮੋਲਕ ਸਿੰਘ second, ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ first. So first and second they were very close, very good shooting. So round 2 ਸੀਗਾ ਗੁਰਮੇਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੌਰ ਤੇ ਅਭੈ ਸਿੰਘ। So ਅਭੈ ਸਿੰਘ came third, 71, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੌਰ second, 72 ਤੇ ਗੁਰਮੇਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ first, 79. Third ਅਭੈ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕੌਰ second, ਗੁਰਮੇਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ first. So then round 3 ਸੀਗਾ ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੁਮਾਰ, ਸੁਖਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਤੇ ਨਵਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ। So ਨਵਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ came third, 59 score. ਸੁਖਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ 60, then ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੁਮਾਰ 63, very close. ਇੱਕ 2 ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਸੀ। ਨਵਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸੁਖਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੋਹਲ। ਕੋਈ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਉਹਦੀ ਥਾਂ, ਕੋਈ ਲੈ ਜਾਓ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਮੈਡਲ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਦੈਨ ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੁਮਾਰ 63, only 3 points, very good. All right, round 4, one of the best round. All three were very good shooters. Palvinder Singh चल गए, professional shooter. Gurnev Singh, आजो ते Jasprit Singh. So Palvinder Singh 87, Gurnev Singh 89, te Jasprit Singh 95. Shabash. Jasprit आजो. So second highest score is 95. There's someone else who overtook him. Palvinder Hani third, see? Jasprit first. Sat Sri Akal. So round 5 siga Amarpreet Singh, Amitoj Singh te Ravel Kaur came third, 67, Amitoj Singh 85 second, then Amarpreet Singh first, 87. Ravel Kaur, Amitoj Singh, Amitoj aaj second, third second, te Amarpreet Singh sorry. So round 6 was a good round. Hardeep Singh Sohota, Babaji got 72, third place. Abhijit Kaur 81, and the highest score Sandeep Singh 103. Highest score, shabash, that's a good score. Then the round 7 score. Menu page नहीं तुसी? अच्छा text किया, sorry. So round 7, the last round was Tanveer Singh, Navraj Singh, and Rajveer. Just to put into perspective, Rajveer Singh is under 15, and he came first. All right, Tanveer Singh, third place. Come on, put the 54. But we're not going to give him the medal. He came late. I'm keeping the medal trophy with him. Second, Navraj Singh. Then Rajveer Singh, first place. Shabash Putra. Sat Sri Akal. So, Sat Sangh ji, jinne bhi ustad aaye, we're going to give Sropa to them because dine raat mehnat karde a sare Singh. So, ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਕਵੈਂਟਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਅਖਾੜਾ ਚਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਦਰਬੀ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਇਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਹੋਲੇ ਮਹੱਲੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਆਰਚਰੀ ਐਵਰੀ ਡੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਸੱਦੀ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਰੋਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਕਾਲ ਅਖਾੜਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੈਜੈਂਡਰੀ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਰੋਪਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਲੜਨੀ ਸਤਿ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਬੁੰਗੇ ਦੇ ਅਖਾੜੇ ਦੇ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਐਵਰੀ ਈਅਰ ਹੁਣ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ ਸੋ ਅਗਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਇਹ ਹੋਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ get more people in then hopefully trying to beat Shidi Bunga's record. We got the record now. All right. So Singha ne decide ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ they got golden Sropa. I don't know where they found it from. Golden Sropa ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਇੰਨੇ ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੈ ਕਥਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤਾ So they got golden Sropa. So they want to give it to whichever club got the most first. So can you work it out? But all right. So ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦਾ belt ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ this is going to be the Khalsa belt. So you got to keep it and ਧੋ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਨਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੰਝਣੀ then next year it's going to be passed on ਹੈ ਨਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਐਨ ਗੰਦਾ ਕਰਕੇ then you give it to the other club ਲੈ so work out ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ are we working out
so ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਕਲੱਬ ਦੇ ਫਰਸਟ
ਅੱਛਾ ਫਰਸਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ
ਕਾਮਨਲੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਡਰਬੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਦੋ
ਅੱਛਾ alright can we get Coventry club ਦੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਫਰਸਟ ਆ 2 alright so ਦੂਜਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਆ Derby club ਦੇ ਫਰਸਟ alright Mahakal ਅਖਾੜਾ Mahakal alright Shidi Bunga ਅਖਾੜਾ ਲਿਆਓ ਸਰੋਪਾ ਪਾ ਲਿਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਵਾ ਦਿਓ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਉਹ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਨਾ नहीं, so Sropa is going to go to Mandeep Singh because they are training now. मैं तो सिर्फ गत के कराना, so they are training. Mandeep Singh थोड़ा बनता नहीं इधर नहीं वो मनदीप बोलो सो निहाल सत श्री अकाल। सो जे तुसी गोल्डन सरोपे लेने आप ही इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज करिया करो, रिग कर दिया करो, दैन यू विल गेट गोल्डन सरोपे लाइक दिस। ठीक है जी, धन्यवाद सारिਆਂ ਦਾ। दैन हुण उस्तादां ने दे गोना डू दैट कंपीटीशन, दिस शुड बी इंटरेस्टिंग। चार ही उस्तादां ने, 3 लेना ने किते करदे। ठीक है जी, सो सारे जने देख के जाओ। ते अपने सिंह आए ने, इन्हां दा भी धन्नवाद करना। सरोपा इन्नी दूरों लंडनों आए ने, बीस्ट वाले। सो they hate to record, make sure you stay and do interviews with them। ठीक है, क्योंकि उन्होंने ब्लॉग बना के पाउणा आ भचंगना स्पैशली। हाउ डी किद्दां तुसीं सिੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਂ किद्दां भी साडे वाले साडी उपमा कर दिओ। ठीक है, मेन स्ट्रीम राज सिंह एक जना आ जाओ, यू डूइंग लॉ सेवा है ना। बोले सो निहाल सत श्री Can we get अपने सत श्री Can we give Sropa to the media team? मीडिया टीम ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕਮੈਂਟੇਟਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਰੋਪਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਇੱਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਲਾ ਦਿਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, practice every year now we're going to do this, hope you can win the ਸਰੋਪਾ back। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਨਲੀ ਪੂੰਝਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Yeah.